What's up guys, so Warmind has been out almost a week now, and I have been playing around with a lot of weapons, especially in the Crucible, and getting my Valor rank up. I've definitely been trying to collect all those Rasputin music boxes and whatnot, all those little obtainable things, all the data fragments for the World Line Zero Sword and whatnot, but in this video we'll be going over the new auto rifle, the Foregone Conclusion. I just want to forewarn you about my reviews, they're not all going to be good. Like, I definitely have roasted some weapons in the past. Like, everybody's like, oh, David, you always say this weapon's good, when in reality it doesn't feel that way for me. And I'm like, okay, well, we're going to be doing realistic reviews. So, on how to obtain this weapon, you can get this weapon from almost every vendor in Destiny 2. It's only a matter of time before you get it to drop and whatnot. Let's go over the perks. So it comes with rapid fire frame, deeper ammo reserve, slightly faster reload when magazine is empty, 3 sight options, hit mark IS, agile sight, short zoom, greatly increases handling speed, slightly increases range. They have clean shot IS, snapshot sight, short zoom, increases handling speed, slightly increases range, and then the red dot 2 MOA, snapshot sight, short zoom, slightly increases range, it increases handling speed. You have 2 magazine options. You have alloy mag, faster reloads when this magazine is empty, and then armor piercing rounds. Rounds cause extra damage to combatant shields and overpenetrate targets, slightly increases range. And finally, a straight perk, high impact reserves. Rounds at the end of the magazine deal more damage. I'm just going to be going over a summary of what I use. So sight-wise, I personally go with the red dot 2 MOA for the max range possible on this weapon. The other sights aren't bad, but considering this is a 720 RPM archetype, you do need to be able to play at a little longer range, considering other weapons can. Magazine-wise, I would go with armor-piercing rounds for that increase to range again. Obviously, armor-piercing rounds aren't really viable in the Crucible, but drop mag is basically useless compared to a slight increase in range, I would say. Plus, with this rapid fire frame, when the mag's empty, you get a faster reload anyway, so what's even the point of having drop mag, you know? So trait-wise, I like high impact reserves is a pretty solid perk. I'm not saying it's top tier, but it's better than some of the other perks that we have in the game right now. But having the extra damage at the end of the mag, especially for this fast firing auto, you'll blow through your mag very quickly, and I believe that kind of makes the weapon like a little bit solid. PvE wise, I don't have any PvE footage, but I can say it'll probably perform like better in PvE than the Crucible, and I'll be going over why in the Crucible. But obviously the archetype for auto rifles isn't the best, considering the 450 RPM is definitely the best. But with its set of perks, considering armor piercing rounds and high impact reserves are on the weapon, those things are meant for PvE activities, especially when it comes to breaking shields and allowing for maximum DPS. So that's the only reason I think this like auto would perform a lot better in PvE activities. Alright, PvP wise, in the Crucible, this thing, well, in my opinion, it's horrible. It's just god-awful. Like, the stability and the recoil direction are both bad, even with a kinetic stability mod on. I had a kinetic stability mod on with this thing on all my characters, and it was just horrible. Like, I wouldn't mind if one of the two, like if the stability were bad and the recoil direction was fine, that'd be cool, or if the stability is good and the recoil direction was awful, like that'd be fine with me. But they're both bad. They're both horrible. Even with the stability mods, you can't perform well. Like, I highly recommend not using this weapon. It's not accurate and it has no target acquisition whatsoever. My ranking for this weapon is a 2 out of 10. Overall, this weapon isn't good. Like, you have a better chance of getting a no-scope kill than getting a kill with this weapon, in my opinion. Like, maybe use this thing for PvE just because of the perks. It might be viable there, but definitely not in the Crucible. No target acquisition, basically no damage, and basically no perks that actually help you out in the Crucible. Except high impact reserves, but by that time you've already gotten killed by a Graviton Lance or Vigilant Swing or a Last Hope or anything like that. You're already freaking dead, so it doesn't really matter. Don't use this gun. I'm putting this review out there. You're like, David, why wasn't this positive? Because it's not good, and people are going to be like, oh, maybe I want to keep this in my vault. Well, if you want to dismantle it because it's horrible, then you can get rid of it, open up some vault space. So I'll probably end up doing that myself. In any event, we're coming to the end of the video, guys, so if you want to know how to support me, there'll be a link below, say best way to support me. I'll take you to a 4-minute video. It's not Patreon or anything like that. I believe it's a lot better in Patreon. I believe you guys actually get a lot more out of it than if I had to do Patreon. But if you don't want to do that, you can always like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment what you guys want to see below. I'm making content for y'all, so whatever you guys want to see, I will make it for you. I'm definitely going to be coming out with a lot more weapon reviews, especially when it comes to the Crucible and PvE activities. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll catch you next time.